Hey folks, welcome back to another Opponent Master video, and tonight we're getting Keldio and Special Costume Diantha in the game, right? Which, as usual, I will be summoning when that comes out, so make sure all subscribe and notification on so we could, check that out when that happens tonight, right? So, hopefully my luck gets a bit better, and we won't get the seasonal curse. Or at least we get half the seasonal curse, the good half. So, anyways, let's check this out. So this unit is, first of all, she looks fantastic. Great outfit. I love the outfit, right? But the unit itself is fantastic. Fantastic unit. Fantastic. Oh, and we'll tell you why. All right. So if you look at the stats, first of all, the HP is okay. Defenses aren't like terrible. I mean, you're not tank with her anyways, so it doesn't matter that much. 434 special attack is a lot of special attack, right? Her speed is really good, right? It's 350 plus. Well, it's 350 plus 1, but still 350 plus, right? And then for your moves, you have a 4-gauge Secret Sword, which, you know, deals damage based on their defense other than special defense, with very, very good base power, right? I'm at 3 out of 5. Let's go with 5 out of 5. Anyways, very, very good base power over here, 100% accuracy. Move gauge boost, which is kind of whatever. I mean, this is the only thing I don't really like on her kit. Like, rather have something a bit more useful, because like move gauge boost is fine if it's on like a support or something and you really need like the move gauges, but like on a damage, because you want to be always using Secret Sword, right? And like you just don't want to waste any turns using move gauge boost. And also she is very fast, 351 speed, even though she's a 4-gauge move user, right? 351 speed with move gauge refresh, plus you have, you know, speed buffs as well, right? So, or spheres, whatever. Strike True is your training move, plus 4 special attack, plus 3 crit, right? Gradually healing to yourself. Pretty good training move, right? And then Sync move deals damage based on the target's defense rather than special defense, and then the more their your defense is raised, the greater the power of this move. So it's a defense-based, you know, sync nuke. Just think of it as like Haymaker, but like for defense, right? And then your passives, all 3 of them are the same, but for different stats. For first one, Armor Leech lowers the target's defense by 1 stat rank and raises user's defense by the same amount when the user's attack move against the target is successful. So you have to be a successful attack against the opponent, and when that happens, they get -1 defense, and then you get +1 defense, which is great. Right? And then you have Mind Leech, which is the same but for special defense, and then you have Speed Leech, which is the same but for speed, right? So every single time you hit an opponent with a move, they're getting -1 defense, special defense, and speed, and you're getting +1 defense, special defense, and speed. Fantastic, right? Fantastic stuff over here, right? Especially with her multipliers, because again, her Sync Nuke multiplier is based on how much defense you have raised, right? And then on the grid, you have stuff like Inertia, which is the same but for speed. Then you have Brute Wits, which is the same for special defense. It's Tough Cookie, which is for your regular moves, but with a defense raise, right? So you got a lot of, you know, great multipliers in the grid there as well, right? So moving on to the sync grid, right? In terms of how many copies, you want her 3 out of 5, right? At 1 out of 5, she doesn't have anything. At 2 out of 5, she gets like Move Gauge Refresh for Secret Sword, but again, you don't get any of the big multipliers. At 3 out of 5, you get everything, right? You get Inertia over here, you get Tough Cookie over here, you got Brute Wits, which that's 2, you know, 100% multipliers, right? And then you got another 30% multiplier, which is fantastic, right? And plus her grid is like super cheap as well. Like you could like straight up do this, you could pick up all her multipliers, and you still have like 20 energy remaining that you could spend on, you know, whatever you want, right? Fantastic sync grid. Yeah, she's just really good. She's fast, she hits hard, she nukes hard, right? And relatively cheap grid. There's really nothing bad about this unit, right? Like with the like stat debuffs, right? If you like debuff the opponent's what was it? Defense, right? Physical defense to like, you know, -6, like she is, you know, she would be the strongest you know, fighting type damage healer in the game, right? Stronger than, you know, Wally, stronger than B, stronger than Guzma, even the upcoming one, stronger than whatever else, Karina. And like Wally, B, and Guzma are very powerful units. She could she'd be stronger than all of them, right? By far, right? If you get it like to -6, it should be like almost like 850,000 damage. 850,000 damage. That's a lot of damage. That is a lot of damage, okay? 850k is a lot of damage, right? That's like higher than, that's much higher than regular, you know, Diantha, right? Which again, regular Diantha very strong as well. But yeah, better than like regular Diantha, better than I don't even know, like Zekrom probably, right? It's very powerful. And on top of that, her sync nuke should hit you a solid 7 million, right? 7 million sync nuke. That's like, I don't know, 3-4 red sync nukes, right? The Charizard one, right? That's very powerful, incredibly powerful, right? With the debuffs in. So yeah, this is very nice. The slight downside is it does take 6 turns, so it's not gonna be like it's not gonna be as fast for like stuff like Master Mode, but like for like Legendary Arena or whatever the harder content that they say that they're gonna give out in the future, right? It's gonna be very nice, right? Assuming the harder content in the future means like longer battles. But yeah, it's gonna be fantastic unit in longer battles, right? It isn't, again, it doesn't even have to be like that long. It's 6 turns, right? Which still 6 turns takes a while if we're looking in the context of Master Mode. But like, you don't really need -6 to do like absolutely just crazy amounts of damage, right? Like -3 is still like stronger than all the other fighting type, you know, damage dealers in the game, right? Mostly. And then again, she has like an absolute bonkers sync nuke as well, right? So should you summon on this unit? The answer is yes. I mean, again, I'm not forcing anyone. Like, if you don't want it, then sure, you don't have to, right? Because there's a lot of really nice units this month. But I definitely think she's up there, right? She's definitely up there. In terms of a fighting type unit, I do think she's better than Guzma. I mean, she's just like, her damage is all around better than Guzma, for one, and she's less riskier than Guzma is the thing, right? Like, Guzma is very fun. It's good. Guzma could be an absolutely like fun unit, right? And you know, he's not bad at all. But there's a lot of risk involved with that unit, right? There's definitely a lot of risk involved with that unit, and Keldio is just overall better, right? And like I mentioned before, probably just better than stuff like Wally or B as well, even though Wally and B are like incredibly powerful units as well, right? Yeah, like if you don't really have any issues with fighting type stages or fighting weak stages, then sure, you don't really have to like buff her, but like if you do, she's definitely she's a top tier damage dealer, straight up. She's top tier, right? She's up there with your you know, Charizards, your whatevers, right? Like she's definitely up there in terms of, you know, how and again, like she also helps your team by debuffing the opponent's defense, special defense as well, right? Your team's overall damage increases with her on the field as well, right? Plus again, she doesn't have, or she shouldn't have, any move gauge problems because she has speed boost over here. She has 350 speed, right? Like, she's just incredible, right? You don't have to summon for her right away though, because her banner runs until like the 9th of next month, which is a very long time. By that time, we should know the you know, the rumors for whatever's coming out next month, right? In December, right? It'll probably have Datamined by then, so you could wait until Datamined just in case there's, you know, something else there. But if there isn't, this is definitely something that you could summon on, right? She's very good. Plus, she's seasonal and she's limited. She's not in the general pool, right? So there's also that as well. The only other unit I'd say that you should probably consider for going instead of Keldio is probably like maybe Jasmine, right? Because Jasmine is very good as well. But if you do have like enough special attack buffers, then maybe you don't need Jasmine. But it just really depends. Do you need special buffers more, or do you need a fighting type damage dealer more, right? Because these, you know, those are both absolutely top tier units, right? Absolute top tier units. Or if you like the outfits for Hilda or Guzma, obviously, you go for them as well, because they're all really good as well. I just say just go for your favorites in terms of like these, but they're all really good units, I'd say, in general. So yeah, anyways, I will be summoning on this. Hopefully luck won't be as bad as last time, so stay tuned for that, I guess. So yeah, anyways, that's me with this one. Hope you all enjoyed. Guys, think in the comments down below. Like if you enjoyed this video, subscribe to the channel for some more Poem Masters content. Join the Discord if you guys want to talk Pokemon Master stuff. Follow me on Twitter for, I don't know, my fun Pokemon Master takes. I don't know. Join and become a member if you guys want your name shouted out on the video overlays as well, right? I think there's one of those membership levels that gets you that, and cool emojis and stuff, badges, and I'll see you guys in the next one then.